Today, we are uncorking a wine that absolutely redefines what a white wine can be. Seriously, it's a grape that was brought back from the very brink of extinction to become one of Italy's most profound, most complex treasures. So let's dive in and explore the incredible story of Timorasso. Right off the bat, you see this quote. Now, this isn't just some clever marketing slogan. It's practically a technical description. I mean, think about it. When you hear Nebbiolo, your mind goes to Barolo, right? A wine with just immense structure, tannin, and an aging potential that seems almost immortal. So to call a white wine the Nebbiolo of Whites, well, that is a massive claim, and it's one we're about to back up. And this is the central mystery of Timorasso, isn't it? It challenges pretty much everything we think we know about white wine. This isn't just about fresh, fruity notes that you're supposed to enjoy in the first year or two. No. This is a wine that demands your patience. And believe me, it rewards that patience with a kind of complexity that rivals some of the greatest red wines in the world. So how on earth does it do it? To really understand this wine, you have to understand its unbelievable story of survival. This isn't just about a grape. It's a story about a phoenix rising from the ashes of 20th century commercial farming. You see, after phylloxera devastated Europe's vineyards, the entire wine world rebuilt itself on a new logic: practicality and profit. And Timorasso, well, it was just too much of a pain. It gives you low yields, it ripens late, and it's super sensitive. So what do farmers do? They did the logical thing. They replanted with easier, more productive grapes like Cortese, the grape of Gavi. The relentless pursuit of quantity nearly wiped this masterpiece of quality off the map entirely. Just look at this timeline. It really shows you the dramatic fall from grace and the absolutely stunning comeback. I mean, it went from being the star white grape of Piedmont way back in the Middle Ages to being a forgotten relic by the 1970s. A ghost, really, surviving only in the memories of a few old farmers. But then, in the 1980s, one man decided to start a revolution.
And that man is Walter Massa. He is, without a doubt, the guardian of Timorasso. Back in the 80s, when the market was screaming for simple, easy-drinking, aromatic whites, he tasted some old, forgotten bottles from his family's cellar and had this epiphany. He realized the grape's supposed flaws, its austerity, its powerful structure, were actually its greatest strengths. He began what you can only call a heroic crusade, betting his entire winery on this deeply unfashionable grape.
But Massa's vision wasn't just about the grape itself. It was tied to a very, very specific place. The power you feel in a glass of Timorasso doesn't just come from its DNA. It's forged in the unique terroir of the Colli Tortonesi, the Tortona Hills. Okay, so there are three key elements that create the magic here. First, you've got the soils. They call it Terre Bianche, or white earth. It's ancient seabeds full of calcareous clay and marine fossils that give the wine this profound saline minerality. Second, there's a sea wind, the Marino, that blows in from the Ligurian coast, acting like a natural fan, keeping the grape bunches healthy and dry. And third, you have these radical temperature swings between day and night, which locks in that vibrant electric acidity. The result of all that? A wine with a skeleton of steel. And all that structure, it means Timorasso basically lives two completely different lives in the bottle. Drinking it young is one experience. Drinking it with some age on it, well, that's another completely transformed experience. And this just illustrates that metamorphosis perfectly. In its youth, the wine is all about tension and energy. Think crisp white peach, a flinty kind of minerality, and a finish that's so salty it's almost aggressive. The texture is so powerful it almost feels tannic. But you wait 5, 10, even 15 years, and it transforms. The aromas bloom into honey, beeswax, saffron. The palate gets rich, opulent, rounded. And that sharp acidity just melts into the wine, leading to this classic finish of toasted almonds and hazelnuts. It's incredible. So what's the secret sauce behind one of those most intriguing aged aromas? Well, it's a compound with a mouthful of a name, TDMA. This little molecule develops very slowly in the bottle. And here's the kicker. It is the exact same molecule that gives aged German Riesling its iconic complex petrol note. To find that here in an Italian white from Piedmont, it's just astonishing. It shows this fascinating convergence between two of the world's absolute greatest white grapes. All right, now that we get its split personality, let's talk about the fun part, bringing it to the dinner table. Pairing Timorasso is a dynamic game that changes completely depending on how old the wine is. When the wine is young, you want to harness all that energy. That sharp, salty cut is just a perfect match for the brittiness of raw oysters or a delicate scallop carpaccio. It's like a squeeze of lemon, but way more complex. Its acidity will slice right through the richness of grilled fish or a classic seafood linguine. And its structure's bold enough to go head-to-head with a regional classic like Agnolotti del Plin, cutting through the richness of that amazing stuffed pasta. But with a mature Timorasso, the whole game changes. Now, those complex, earthy, honeyed notes are just sublime with a white truffle risotto or anything with wild mushrooms. Its rich, opulent body can take on bigger dishes. We're talking roasted chicken, pork loin, even veal with a cream sauce. And get this, here's a wild card. Its savory umami character makes it a fascinating and surprisingly perfect partner for a creamy, aromatic yellow Thai curry. But the ultimate pairing, the sacred marriage of this terroir, is a mature Timorasso with Montabore cheese. This is an ancient, super rare cheese from the very same hills, famously shaped like a tiny wedding cake. And just like the grape, it was almost lost to history. The rich, nutty complexity of the aged cheese and the honeyed, mineral depth of the aged wine, it creates a conversation in your mouth that is simply unforgettable. It is, quite literally, the taste of a place. So we come full circle, right back to our initial idea. Timorasso is not just another white wine. It's a true vin de garde, a wine built for aging, that absolutely belongs in the pantheon of the world's most serious, most compelling white wines. Let's put it on the world stage for a second. So compared to a great dry German Riesling, Timorasso has a much fuller, more powerful body. Its acidity is saline and structural, whereas Riesling's is more piercing, more razor-sharp. And next to a world-class Chenin Blanc from Sauvigniers, which can often have a waxy texture, Timorasso just feels more tannic and overtly powerful. They all age magnificently, don't get me wrong, but they each speak their own unique structural language. So we're left with this question. With its incredible story of revival, its profound connection to its home, and this chameleon-like ability to completely transform with age, Timorasso really does have the soul of a great red. It demands that you rethink what a white wine can be. Now, the only thing left to do is for you to go out there, find a bottle, and continue this journey for yourself.